Hi, today I will show you the last fight in Arena of Honor, Stark against the rest of the world, that is, against 5 other houses. I mean, you probably already know what Arena of Honor is, right? This time, completely unnecessarily, I broke out of the line shouting I will be in the clan castle. I will defend it with my breast and with my spear. I still don't know what it was for. I was as bored as I was in the dentist's waiting room, but it was mostly me screaming, not the patient inside. I mean, I was in there. Never mind, I think I made a mistake here. The battle at the reset hour, GMT 0, or in my local time 1 AM. Pros, fewer whales. Cons, I kept running to the kitchen for a cup of coffee. It would be faster to move the laptop to the kitchen, I think. But we're getting off topic. This time it was quite calm. It's probably because of the late hour, but most of the time there were sporadic attacks on my kin. That doesn't mean I didn't feel like jumping out of the castle for a little spin around the map. I would fight here and launch an invasion there, but how to do it without a lord? Well, my army was laughed at by the defenders and I lost the invasion without much effect. But let's end this long introduction and let's start this dance of death. I invite. Since I'm a spearman and I sit nicely in the clan's castle, I chose strongholds mainly for this purpose. It's a pity that not everyone read the chat. It would be much easier. Generally speaking, the task that belongs to the lord of the clan's castle is quite simple: to prevent the castle from being taken over. Mechanics known, for example, from Alliance Conquest. This is an important task, but quite tiring because it is boring. Big responsibility. Choosing the right buffs and altars works wonders. Increasing the frequency of attacks may cause your opponent to have a heart attack. To make matters worse, the undead from the city also launch attacks every few minutes. Fortunately, they have low attack statistics, and it is quite easy to get rid of them from an occupied building. The allies were not idle, but still, too few raids. There was too little cooperation between us. This is what happens when different people who don't know each other meet. Until the first enemy castle of the clan is captured, attacks are directed counterclockwise. The first enemy of the Starks is Greyjoy, the second is Baratheon. We managed to take over Greyjoy, but sending support is essential. The opponents tried to retake their clan castle, but to no avail. Therefore, support is needed, not just welcomed. A pure defensive castle army will not stop the player's army. Did I talk about Baratheon? We have their castle. Support, support, support. Unfortunately, this time both the enemy and my allies showed slightly different faces. They managed to retake the castle before I finished calling for support. It's hard to say the least, but life goes on. Pay attention to the points. House Stark, despite taking over an additional clan castle, is in 3rd place. It's hot on the podium, and 4th place is watching with interest. Every point, every building, everything is important. And again, we are trying to survive the occupation of Baratheon Castle. We try because despite their poor defense, they are great at deflecting it. Do you see any sense in this? I don't necessarily. This is probably due to the amount of castle reinforcements in attack. Our castle, thanks to lucky choices and a good lord, if I may add my role, is a solid battering ram. However, maintaining a captured castle with little support is a difficult task. Look at this magical jump from 3rd to 1st place. 1 building, and a mid-range one at that. It was close and hot. We managed to keep the lead until the very end. Thanks to that we won. However, there is a lot of room for improvement here. Thank you for watching, and after this scene I invite you to the after party. This match was quite tiring, but mainly because of the strange timing. Fortunately, despite strange situations when I called for raids or attacks, we managed to maintain the lead until the last moment. Although it was difficult, the most nerve-wracking situation was retaking Baratheon Castle. While I can understand that members of their house are trying to retake the castle, I cannot stand the fact that the Lannisters stood in the way of the Stark victory. This is an interesting mechanic, very useful, and as you have seen, it is impossible to maintain a newly captured castle without solid support. I hope you liked the first recording from Arena. If you have any comments, please comment. See you soon.